What's up? It's your boy Heaven Hollywood back on IE Network. This is the Heaven Hollywood Report. And let's get to it. All right, we got a lot to talk about here. So let's get it cranked off. We're going to be talking about Nicki Minaj, talk about Saweetie, and talk about Cardi B. But first, we're going to kick it off with Saweetie. And we have to ask this question because a lot of people are asking me. Should Saweetie come out and say something about this rumor that is going around? The rumor that's going around, with at least in some people's eyes, is that Quavo, in his new song "Messy," is insinuating that Saweetie slept with a close friend of his. Now, people are saying that, it's half the people saying it's Lil Baby, and then other people saying it's Offset. Now, some people are saying it's not Offset because he usually refers to Offset as family or Offset's his cousin. But from what I know, Offset is not Quavo's cousin. I thought Quavo and Takeoff were family members. I don't think Offset is a family member. Now, of course, they're close. They're close like family. But my whole thing with Saweetie, Saweetie is probably taking the biggest of the hit, other than, of course, the Cardi B haters. But Saweetie, you got people calling you all sorts of hoes. You slept with a married man. You know what I'm saying? Saying you did Quavo wrong by sleeping with his buddy, by sleeping with his friend. So if this wasn't true, I don't understand what's the logic of, just let him talk. I know a lot of Saweetie fans saying, she don't address nothing, so she shouldn't address it. Yeah, but you're getting your reputation is getting dragged. So if that isn't the case, you don't think she should say something to come out and be like, all this is cap, even if she don't say anything else after that? I mean, why would she not want to clear her name? I don't understand that. If Cardi B and Offset ain't gonna say nothing, to me personally, Offset should be the one clearing it up. But if Cardi B isn't gonna clear it up, then Saweetie, if it's about Lil Baby, she should come out and say, I did not sleep with Offset. That is crazy. But remember, a very important part that everybody's leaving out. Remember when she was on Carisha Please? And she said, Carisha asked her, who's putting your business on the blogs? Remember that? And Saweetie said, all I can say is, if y'all knew she said, nobody knows who I'm talking about. But all I can say is, if y'all knew who I was talking about, you'd be like, and then she covered up her mouth like you'd be in shock. Now, she had made the comment before online. She said, y'all don't even know who I'm talking about. Remember, when people started saying, you're talking about Lil Baby, she quickly addressed that. She said, y'all don't know who I'm talking about. If you knew who I was talking about, the whole internet would be heartbroken. The whole internet would be crying or something like that. So when people started saying what a lot of people seem to forget, or maybe they want to forget, is that when she performing that song at the festival, and everyone was saying the song when she said, I can't believe I effed you, you putting my business in the street, like you putting the business on the blogs, whoop, whoop, whoop. And then, remember that, she came out and said, if y'all knew who I was talking about, you would do this. Remember that? So, people tend to forget that. I think if me personally, if there was a rumor going around that I was sleeping with a married man and somebody as prominent as Cardi B, and I wasn't, man, I would be trying to clear that up. Saweetie, right now, a lot of people have different narratives about you. And of course, the people who hate Cardi B are saying, props to Saweetie. Saweetie, is a G, this, that, and the other. She smashed Offset and smashed Quavo, blah, blah, blah. But that's not the type of look you want, in my opinion. If you're someone who's Sweetie, always wants to stay non-confrontational and not messy. I don't know why she would want that to be, circulating about her. But let me know down in the comments what you think. Do you think Sweetie should address it, or you think she should stay quiet? So we are moving on. Moving on to the queen of rap, Nicki Minaj. And get this, it looks as though the University of Berkeley, is a course. There's going to be a course, a Nicki Minaj course will be taught at the University of California, Berkeley. The course titled Nicki Minaj, the Black Barbie, Femici, and Hip-Hop Feminism will go into her impact into the context of broader historical social structure. So it's going to be an actual college course, taught on Nicki Minaj. Now, my take on that is, I think that is a great idea because if there is a course taught on Nicki Minaj, that means some barbs will be up in there. I think all barbs should have to take some sort of class. I hope you can throw in some etiquette, some literature along with it. I think as many barbs as possible should get their uneducated ass in any sort of college course. That's what I think. I think this is an amazing idea that Nicki Minaj had, not Nicki Minaj had, she signed off on it for this college course. And I think it'd be anything that gonna get them barbs in school, I think it's a great thing. Now, of course, not all of them, because there's a lot of barbs that I rock with. Shout out to all my real barbs I rock with, but a lot of them. Not all of them, but a lot of them. But I'm with it. I'm down for this Nicki Minaj course. All you barbs, go sign up. Hopefully you already signed up. Make sure you get there early and don't miss no days. Moving on to Cardi B. And one of Barty Gang asked me, what is going on? Is there a Cardi hate train developing? They're asking this question because it seems like for the last 2 weeks, or week and a half to 2 weeks, everyone has been coming at Cardi B, or Cardi B has been fighting with everyone. Whether you want to say she picked some of them, or whether you want to say she didn't pick some of them, that's up for y'all to decide. That's up for y'all judgment on it. But a lot of female rappers, were throwing sub shots and directly coming at Cardi B, whether it was Nicki Minaj throwing subs, whether it was a few weeks ago, Bia throwing subs, talking about this is my natural face, whether it was Malibu Mitch, whether it was Akbar, whether it was JT. All of these people were throwing sub shots at Cardi B, whether she started or not. I'm just going on, like I said, that's for y'all to decide. But one thing that I've seen a lot of members of Barty Gang tweeting and messaging was, where's Megan Thee Stallion? Where are all these girls that Cardi B stood up for? And they see all these people coming after Cardi B, and not one of them stood up for Cardi B. All of them ran with their tail between their legs, but Cardi B is the first to stand up for all of them. Now, my answer to whether there's a Cardi B hate train, I'm not going to necessarily say it's a hate train, but what I said was I don't think as many people are supporting Cardi from the general public this time around as they were 5 years ago. When I made a video and said that, not all of Barty Gang, but a lot of Barty Gang members told me I didn't know what I was talking about. Cardi hasn't lost to a person. I said in the video, in my opinion, just judging from the general public's reaction, it seems to me that Cardi has lost some popularity with the general public. Maybe not with her fans, but with the general public. So I said, I don't think it's necessarily a hate train, but the people that was in the general public that was coming for her before, defending her before, I don't see them this time around. I don't see Denzel Washington. I don't see Oprah Winfrey. I don't see Charlamagne. Then the people in the media as well You have to remember Charlemagne and DJ Envy. And then at the time, the Joe Budden's podcast was going on. Joe Budden, Rory, Maul, like all these people that was in the media was defending Cardi B. At the same time, the reason why I can't say that it's a hate train is because when Nicki Minaj went through a hate train, it was not just the general public. It was also some of her fans turned on her, and artists and executives. So she still had a couple of people riding out for her, Katy Perry, Fergie, Ariana Grande. She still had a couple of people, but for the most part, the industry wasn't messing with Nicki Minaj, as well as some executives, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. The Grammys wasn't messing with her. BET wasn't messing with her. Disney wasn't messing with her. Then you had all the pop producers and the pop artists that wasn't messing with her. So that was a real hate train. So and on top of that, some of her fans, not all of them, and not most of them, but some of her fans actually turned on her and jumped on Cardi B bandwagon as well. So I don't see that for Cardi B. I just see more so than anything, I think that Cardi missed her momentum boost. I think she really missed a chance for her to put a stranglehold on female rap when she did not drop her album right after Up. When she came out with WAP and went number one. She came out with Up and went number one. Then it seemed like, damn, every song this girl puts out is going to be number one. Because remember, Bodak Yellow was 2017. Then you got a number one for WAP in 2020. Then a number one for Up in 2021. So that means she's had a number one every single year she's been out. From 17 until 2021. The only one she hasn't had the number one yet is 2022. So I think she's lost momentum. She lost opportunity to really put a stranglehold on the female rap division when she didn't put that album out because she got pregnant. But I don't think she is indulgent right now, even though it seems like people are not as quick to defend her. And yes, I do agree she defended a lot of female rappers and female R&B singers, and they went the other way. They didn't step up, and they're like, oh, this ain't my business. So, but I don't think it's a hate train. If anything, like I said, she just lost a little popularity. And that's why I always tell her fans, y'all have to make up for that. If you still want her records going number one, and she doesn't have the same support she has the general population, that means her fans just got to step it up. That's all. That's my take on that. It's your boy Heaven Hollywood for the IE Network. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with your friends.